Welcome to the shower wall trick number 2. Bear with me on this. This might be a little bit messy. I have a room right here, and I have scissor trusses, and they're sloping down to here, down to this cabinet base here, window seat cabinet base. And I want to put a soffit over this. You understand there's about an 8-foot plate right here, and then I want to put a 7-foot soffit back here. I mean, it starts at 8 foot, slopes up. So it's scissor trusses. So you say, well, you can put a soffit in there, just a soffit, the soffit tool, which I never use. I just don't like it. And that creates other problems. But the soffit is, of course, rectangular in cross-section. And so I have a sloped ceiling, so that doesn't work. I could do a piece solid in cross-section and draw it that way, the soffit. And it looks good in 3D, but I'm also trying to work this out so it looks good in cross-section or what have you. So I'm trying to create a soffit over this. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. But this is one thing that I worked out, and I had these two walls here. And to hold the walls out at a certain distance, I put an invisible wall across here. This is just a regular wall, and it's turned invisible. And watch, yeah, see what happens? See, this thing pulls back right here. And I don't want it to pull back. I mean, this is just, I don't know where this goes. But this is what I discovered. That if I take this wall on the left, this half by this new base, this half over here, and I turn it into my shower wall, my trick little, a different wall, whatever it is. This is what you get. You got it over here. Okay? And no, in fact, notice this section over here, because of the way I did it. I mean, I've lost my cove on this, on the right side, which is this side right here. But I have it over here because I'm using a different wall. You understand that this wall here is just the same wall, but this invisible wall right there is the shower wall. Okay? Now, is it simply a shower wall or just a half-inch thick wall? Well, let's try to repeat what I did over here, and I'll show you what issues came up. Control B, break it, and I'm not. This is anyway. And now I'm going to change this to U, the glass shower wall, shower wall, okay? Now watch what happens. And this is just one layer, okay? I still don't have that base molding over here, do I? So this goes back to, if you saw some of the other videos, the number of layers you have. I think I've discovered that all these walls, intersecting walls, they really need to have the same number of layers, whether you use them or not, just so that it all works out well. So if you look at this shower wall over here, I've called this wall right here, U, glass shower wall trick, okay? And how is that wall defined? Well, there's actually 3 layers, 1, 2, 3. And now the question is, which one of these 3, this is getting confusing, I know. Which one of these 3 layers is the main layer, okay? I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to say glass shower wall trick 2. Because this time, I'm going to make the middle layer the main layer. I'm going to make the middle layer the main layer, which is what I think it should be. But watch what happens now. I lost my base molding again. See that? So I'm going to come back over here and make this invisible wall, which is the glass shower wall. I'm going to take it back to glass shower wall trick, which is the one that I think is working, which is the one that has the main layer on one of the outside layers. And I'm going to get this warning sign here, I think. Or maybe I'm not. I got the base molding back. Now the question is, on which side, look closely here. Okay, I'm going to do it on this one too. Watch this, U. Glass shower wall trick. Now the question is, I'm not sure what, suppose I reverse the layers on this. Suppose I reverse these layers on this one. Do you think I still have my base molding? Yeah, I do. I do. I even reversed it. I'm going to reverse it again. I'm going to reverse it again. Ah, and it's still working. So it didn't matter which way it was working. But check this out now. I'm not sure. Look at this. See this double? I get this double line here. See that double line? Now, which one's getting the double line? I mean, see this double line here? That's the double line. The double line here is on this side right here. And I don't know. I don't want. Look, I want to get updatable elevations, automatically updatable elevations. And the big stink with that is sometimes you have to go into layout and edit these things, and that's holding us back. And so this is the kind of stuff that we don't want to have to edit, these extra lines in here. So as you can see, one of these is working correctly. I don't know which one's working correctly. Let me see if I can. I'm going to do this one right here. See how it changes. See if I flip the layer, see how it changes this right here, okay? Now I got double lines. See that? I got double lines there. All right? So now I'm going to flip it back the other way. And I shouldn't have double lines on this side here. Perfect. So now I'm going to come over to here on this wall here and flip this over and see if I get rid of a double line over there. See that? I got the double line on the inside face. I mean, this is. I told you this was going to be kind of confusing. So I don't know which. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't. Let me think about this. Hold on. Okay, I'm back here. Let me see if I can explain this. I have two walls. I had to use two different walls, so this middle thing didn't get pulled back. So this wall here and this wall here had to be different. Okay, and so I just chose my glass shower wall. Now I've changed these two glass shower wall deals to have. They have 3 layers, and every layer has the drywall on to match these walls here. Now, this one right here has the main layer on this bottom layer. It's not even the middle layer. It's that one right there, okay? And it looks, I think it looks pretty good in that I have my base molding, okay? The base molding here's on the right. I have the base molding, okay? So I like that. The only thing I don't like is I get this extra line in here. I don't know why I get it, but I get them up, okay? Now over on this wall here, this thin wall over here, this one has that as the main layer. I'm going to show you something here. I don't have an answer on this, but that has the main layer. But notice I don't have base molding right here. I don't have base molding right there. I can't understand why. Now suppose I flip that layer over. I still don't have base molding. I thought something else happened funny. Oh yeah. Notice we complained about not having drywall at the end here. Remember we complained about not having drywall at the end here? If I flip the layers over, I get the drywall at the end. This isn't a big deal to me, but some people it is a big deal too. So you see that? So that's why you have to have the 3 layers. So it looks good in plan view, but now I don't have my base molding. So this looks like it might be the solution right here, and that is 3-layer wall, but the middle layer is not the main layer. The middle layer cannot be the main layer, and that one and this one looks good in just about every respect. Suppose I flip it over. What happens if I flip it over? I get an extra double line in here. Suppose I pull it back just a smidge to get in line with this wall. You know, the main layers in, I don't know, main layers in line. I don't know. I get the base molding, and I get the base. I mean, I lose the base molding, but I get this trim over here. I mean, I get the end of this thing looking pretty good. So again, I got to flip this over, and I got to shove it over to here. I guess, I don't know. And I got that. And so that's almost good. So the 3-layer wall, the main layer is not the middle layer, it's the outside layer. And by heck and by golly, I guess I got it. I don't know if this is the right dimension right here, by the way, but it sort of shows better in plan, I guess. If I turn on my line weights, it doesn't even look good in plan, really. Oh, maybe, no, it's like too big. It's too big of a, I don't know, what do you do? Make that 1/16th? You think that's going to make it any better? You know, I'm talking about the 3D view. I mean, not the 3D, the plan view. Yep. See now this thing came down here to 1/2 inch, and so if I turn on my layers, my line weights, it almost just melds into one and all that other stuff. So it's like that core layer has to be 1/16th of an inch thick. I wonder if I come over here and make this core layer 1/16th of an inch. I don't know if it makes any difference. 1/16th. Or I wonder if I make it 0. I mean, I don't know. See, I still don't have the I don't have the base molding on that side. You see that? I don't have the base molding there. And that's with the core defined as the main layer. So this over here is about the best solution I can come up with the exception of this extra double line here. Don't get me upset about it. Okay, so the extra, okay, suppose I make this, change this to my nice wall, okay? I think I think I proved that the core cannot be the main layer. Now I got my base molding back. Now this is the interesting part. See that double line? The double line is always on the left side of the wall. Suppose I flip that layer over, what happens? Now I lose everything. But if I pull it back to, I don't know, where do you put? It's in line, you know, I don't know. Oh, that's because, is that drywall? That's drywall too. So it's just, so I just have to flip it over. It's almost working, but it's not quite working. Almost working. So anyway, that's the end. I'm going to do part 2, and I'm going to get into my soffit, see if I can do my soffit in a second.